All right, everyone, we are back at San Pedro Fish Market here, mainly just to grab fish, some fillets. Got some friends coming to town, so we're gonna stock up on some fish. Brought my parents here today. They've never been. They've been to the other fish market, but we're gonna go grab some fish. It is 2:22, so it's been open for about 20 minutes. And the line is pretty busy. It's pretty long. I don't know if you can see there. We'll walk through, but it is similar length to how it was last time, but it is definitely pretty busy. Plenty of people wanting some fresh fish. But yeah, let's go check it out. It's moving again, so let's go. People brought their own coolers. Everyone's ready. Let's go. Sorry. Right, here with my parents. This is my dad, mom. I'm gonna go grab some fish. Then they really like the Korean fish with the chojang. It's like a spicy sauce, usually done with halibut. So we're gonna try to go for those. So you get your fish, you can load it up with ice, get a styrofoam box from in there, or you can bring your own cooler, put it in there. Yeah, how's it going? Thank you. Gloves. So as soon as we got in, we were greeted by a pile of crab, this cluster of halibut collars, massive halibut collars at that. And that's one thing I really enjoy about coming to the seafood market every Saturday. I don't go every Saturday, but it is every Saturday. But you just get different cuts. But you do get the staple, salmon fillets, scallop, the tuna, yellowtail, snapper, things like that. You have your staples there, but you do get an interesting seasonal mix of whatever they get in. You see my dad here grabbing a ton of scallop. I had to check him on a couple things. He was just seeing fresh seafood. He just went crazy. So one of your J&D Seafood, he's probably your best customer, just grabbing things. But Chilean sea bass here, which is actually really interesting. Found out it's pretty much a marketing invention. It was actually called the Patagonian toothfish. That's the same thing. And in 1977, the U.S. seafood wholesaler named Lee Lantz discovered it to be identified off the coast of Chile. And the funny thing is, it's not even a bass, but it was unappealing to customers. He thought the toothfish portion, and so he renamed it the Chilean sea bass. And combining it hints at Chile and a familiar fish term, sea bass, that most people know. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration didn't officially accept Chilean sea bass as an alternate until 1994. But anyway, I know that was a tangent, but I actually did a ton of research on that because I was just really curious because there is a cousin, the Arctic toothfish, that lives in Antarctica because it's really, really fatty fish. But anyway, delicious fish, Chilean sea bass. You should try it. But yeah, you do get a bunch of different flavors and different fish when you're there, but you also get your staples. Here's a fish that you probably won't see at your grocery store. This is black sea bass, available here. Some shark, some tilapia next to that, and some salmon belly, which is a big hit at the market. You have barracuda as well if you haven't tried that. But just tons of choices, and they just get restocked pretty often. So if it's not there right when you get there, it might be restocked. But I left my parents for a little bit, and they just went crazy with some of these clams. They got a bag of these clams here, some mussels, scallops, and you'll soon find that they're gonna grab a ton of other stuff. But they're very excited to be here. So after that, we weren't done. My mom ended up grabbing a wild salmon whole. She's holding a bag of salmon belly because she wanted to grab some more. But yeah, this is the wild salmon here. She ended up also bringing a farmed salmon. Ended up grabbing one more, so one farmed, one wild. And you can see the belly. Look at the color here. This is the farmed, and this is the wild, kind of that blood orange for the wild and the kind of orange that you see in restaurants for the farmed. And they did end up grabbing 2 massive halibut collars as well. So our box is getting quite full.
2 farmed, 1 wild. Yellowtail here, $2.99 a pound, or $95. You like it? You like it?
Yes. I like it. That's good.
Hey, decadese. That's good. Oh my god.
It's enough.
So happy. Alright, we got it up. Here we go. A lot of fish here. Sea bream. We're just gonna cut up the, ask them to fillet the salmon and just salmon. So 1 wild, which is down there, and then 2 farm raised. We're gonna keep the collars and then just the collars and the fillets today.
So after we've made our selection, we stay in line and we ultimately weigh our food. We have shrimp, halibut, salmon, all sorts, and you pay. Remember, it's cash only. So if you do need cash or you forget cash, there are some ATMs close by. But just a reminder that it is cash only. A huge shout out to J&D Seafood for having this available for the public once a week. Specifically Marco, Dino, and Vinny. They're super awesome. Also Joe and Paula, really, really awesome people that help run the show. They have a big team behind them, but generally speaking, every time I go, it's pretty chaotic, but for some reason, everyone's super nice. The energy is great. It can be a little frustrating at times, I'm sure, for everyone, just because it's so crammed in there, but everyone's in good spirits and you just feel great before you leave.
All right, we got the fillets. Got the wild salmon, 2 farm, fillet nice, and now we're gonna pack it up with ice. We gotta give it to some buddies of ours. Look at that, we're ready to go. Thank you, J&D Seafood.
And after we get our fillets, we're gonna put them on ice before we start heading home, and then the sun starts to rise. The 2 ice buckets here are right next to the front door. They usually have like a scoop or in this case a shovel. I'm going to put some ice into our styrofoam boxes that are provided by J&D Seafood. Thank you. The tally up today was 1 wild salmon, 2 farm salmon. They were filleted there. Scallops, mussels, halibut collars, and some shrimp, 2 types of shrimp. And I believe that is it, but a great haul. All right, and that's a wrap. We just finished at the J&D Seafood Market, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Check it out. You gotta go for the deals. What did you think?
That's good. Very good.
They loved it. They were going all over the place. I had to make sure.
Like it.
They were grabbing everything. So if you saw them at the market today, I apologize for them going nuts. They loved it. But J&D Seafood, thank you so much. Now we're gonna go home and eat some food. All right, see ya.
Thank you.